alternating majority and minority, Mr. Chairman. I thought this is alternating majority and minority.
Wala.
This time,
unless you want to president the minority.
This time, party list, regular
Wala.
party list.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good afternoon to the Honorable Ombudsman Gutierrez. My first question is a very pointed question, and I hope the Ombudsman will understand my situation here. Because in your initial statement, you're saying that you respond to media reports. Is that correct, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Well, one of the more prominent media reports on a possible irregularity, and I think the whole world learned about this, pertains to a member of the Office of the Ombudsman, in this case, Deputy Ombudsman Emilio Gonzalez. May we know whether the Office of the Ombudsman has taken action on this?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we have an internal affairs board, and that board is the one conducting investigation on complaints against officials and employees of the Office of the Ombudsman, except the Ombudsman.
So that is already ongoing. And
yes.
how long will this process take, Mr. Chairman?
Well, it will depend on our investigator in charge of the case, and I don't think it will be long.
And meantime, while this investigation is ongoing, the Deputy Ombudsman Gonzalez will continue performing his normal duties.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, because I think he is presumed innocent until declared or pronounced guilty.
Yeah, thank you. We understand that. Now, in 2006 or 2007, the Office of the Ombudsman announced this program, Lifestyle Check Hotline. May we know the results? This has been there for about 3 years already, maybe 4. May we know whether you have an accomplishment already, cases initiated because of your Lifestyle Check Hotline? Please educate us on this.
Mr. Chairman, may I ask the Deputy Ombudsman Antony to answer the question.
Good afternoon, Chairman. Good afternoon, Your Honors. I used to head the Field Investigation Office, so I'm quite familiar with the Lifestyle Check Hotlines. It was launched in 2006 between the US 8 and the Office of the Ombudsman. Principally, there were 2 phones or 2 dedicated numbers where the public can report unusual increases in the lifestyle or the savings or the assets of government officials. It has quite been successful in terms of generating 2006-2007, in generating the needed or the necessary number of calls. However, there was a problem wherein we were deluged by calls, and the leads that were being provided to us were incomplete. So it's not automatic that immediately once a call has been made, a check would be conducted upon the government official. That has to be evaluated. This has been a common problem, Your Honors, when they would say he has a rich lifestyle, he has this car, but when we verify with the LTO or the other government agencies, it turned out to be false. Your Honor, we don't have the exact number or the data that would show how successful would be our office in terms of adopting the leads and then successfully prosecuting the same. But what we can say, Your Honor, there are a lot of reports that we have received and we have investigated the same, Chair.
Mr. Chairman, can we ask whether this has resulted in what is normally termed a big fish catch?
Mr. Chairman, maybe given a minute, I will check with the Assistant Ombudsman who are now heading the Field Investigation Office.
1 minute suspension.
Among others, sorry. Mr. Chairman, this lifestyle check successfully produced positive results in the cases of General Carlos Garcia and General Ligot, Your Honor. So this could be examples of the cases that we have investigated.
Yes, I was going to ask something related to that. Because that was initiated here in the House of Representatives in late 2004. We started an investigation, and I think there were some fines, and some of them were forwarded to the Office of the Ombudsman. What is the status of those cases now, Mr. Chairman? Are these cases filed already with the Sandigan Bayan?
Mr. Chair, the Special Prosecutor will answer for the case of Mr. Carlos Garcia, while for the case of General Ligot, the case is now, we filed the necessary case before the AMLAC, and more or less 200 million pesos of his account, his assets have been placed on hold. As for General Garcia.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, Your Honors. As for the case of Major General Carlos Garcia, there are two cases filed now pending before the Honorable Sandigan Bayan. One is with the 2nd Division for the case of plunder. And in the 4th Division, we have the forfeiture case against General Garcia. It is pending prosecution, Your Honors.
Thank you. One of the information that was conveyed also, that came out in the Committee on Defense hearing, is a report, and this came out in the papers, and validated by Bureau of Immigration reports, that the spouse of a very ranking DND official and ALP official traveled 50 times, foreign trips over a 3-year period. This is something that has been taken note and acted upon by the Office of the Ombudsman in connection with the lifestyle check, because definitely traveling 50 times over a 3-year period is definitely a lifestyle situation.
Mr. Chairman, we'll have to check it with the records of our fact-finding investigation bureau.
Thank you. Now, the Office of the Ombudsman is filing cases with the Sandigan